Welcome to the Daily Vibe on VTV. It's Vaughan here, and I have a very special announcement. I've opened up the books for you. I would love to work with you in 2020. I want to be your coach. I want to help you get to where you truly want to go. If you've been struggling with finding meaning in your life, what your purpose is, what your calling is, you just hate your job and you want to find out, why am I turning up day to day doing something that I hate? How do I potentially turn something I love doing into a lifestyle business so I can earn money doing what I love, maybe as a freelancer, maybe as a small business owner, maybe as a part-time side hustler, even though maybe that's not the right way for you, you might want to find out a profession you want to go into. And how do you take yourself from unknown to known in a new industry? Maybe you want to become a famous musician, you want to be a rock star, or you want to be an actor, or follow your career as a teacher and learn how to do that to the fullest capacity of your abilities. Coaching will help guide you through that. You see, here's the problem we face in coaching. Most people don't understand what coaching's about. So I'll give you a quick rundown, because the people that need coaching often don't know coaching is a solution for them. And the people that are used to coaching or experience coaching realize the true benefits of it. And the easiest analogy to think of is, do you think Tiger Woods coaches himself, right? Do you think Michael Phelps coaches himself? No. The top athletes in the world have coaches. Usain Bolt, he has a coach, right? Fastest runner of all time, right? Why do they have coaches? Because a couple of things. It's sometimes a skill set we're hiring someone for. Sometimes we're hiring a person to just like champion them on. I generally say you hire a coach for someone to champion you, to challenge you, to be a companion on the journey, and to be someone to celebrate with you, right? Like, so you celebrate what? The wins and the losses, because both are equally important and valuable learning tools. And what are you winning and losing against? Your future self. You see, there's something great within you. There's a power that flows to and through you, and we call this life. Now, you get to direct that through the decisions you make. The problem is, we make decisions based out of fear. Often people make decisions based out of past experience. Often people make decisions based on, and this is the worst one of all, the current resources you have available. You're not going to know how to achieve any goal that is seriously worth your time and consideration. It's just impossible. I mean, you tell me, how did Steve Jobs know that the iPhone would exist one day? He didn't, right? It was a series of events that led to that being able to happen, and everything lined up over the course of time. But it won't happen for you unless you start changing the way that you do things in your life. That might sound so simple, but that's what it is. It's like, if you want things to change, you've got to change. And what change though? Because we are already in a constant state of change. You and I are on this sort of ebb and flow journey through life. There is no stasis, meaning there's no moment you just arrive, there's no moment where it just plateaus, even though you may feel stagnant. What's happening is you're going backwards and you just don't see it. You're slowly decaying, you're slowly dying, right? Your physical body may not be, but your results sure are. Maybe your bank account needs a top up. Maybe you need to earn money through a vocation or a new business that you want that would bring you more joy. Maybe your relationships are suffering. Perhaps your health is just nowhere near where it could be. Your vitality for life is sucked out of you. You know, this is what coaching helps you with. Coaching helps you to get past those internal barriers. You know, you are the only problem that you'll ever have, and you are the only solution to that problem. What coaching does is it doesn't necessarily give you advice all the time. It's not about me telling you what you're doing wrong or right. It's me guiding you to you in understanding you have the answers and resources within you, but why aren't you listening to them? Why aren't you following them? Why aren't you going forward in life confidently in the direction of your dreams and being able to surmount all of those challenges? Why are you holding yourself back? And there are answers for this, but it's very hard to know these on our own. Intrinsically, some people can do it. The rest of us need coaches. I have coaches. I have mentors. I have good books that I know I can reference and resource if I get pulled off track. I've got my wife to help keep me accountable. But you know, the point is that we need someone in our corner that's going to bat for us. We need someone that's going to help show us the way. I might be a little further ahead in some areas, and let me show you how to fast track your progress. You see, one of the things coaching does, and this is probably one of the key tenements of coaching, is it shortcuts time. So instead of trying to figure it out the tragic way, which is never figuring it out, or the hard way, which is by your own lessons and not understanding you can ask other people who have done it and they can show you the way, you can shortcut your time frame. Wouldn't that be nice? Now, this isn't a hack, and this isn't just some play to get you to be a client. This is the idea that if you go to a professional has been through the gauntlet. Like, there's stuff that I'd learned that I realize now I wish I knew when I was 20. I just wasn't ready for it, and the teacher hadn't arrived yet. But I was actively seeking. I had my first coach at 19. He was Bob Proctor, and 13 months of time with him. I had no money to work with this guy, right? I borrowed it, I took a loan out, and then I paid it off. And I've done this a few times in my life. You may not have the money. That's okay. Like, let's not money be the barrier, right? Let's let the barriers inside you get crushed because you decide no more. I am not going to live by circumstance. I'm not going to live by the fact that I've got no money in my bank account and that's now going to control my decisions. I can't go on a holiday. I can't buy a house. I can't do things that I love in my life. It's like, no, we can make better decisions with better strategies, okay? And so all we need to do is to change the way we make our decisions. We have to understand the complex matrix of decisions that are trapping you. We also then have to look at the beliefs that are holding you in place. When we start to change those, that's the elementary point to transformation. So you can consider me your transformation and reinvention specialist. My personal story is that I finished school, did not go to university. I'm self-educated. I learned through my own going out to the world, seeing what would happen, running my own businesses, unsuccessfully doing some of that as well. But more often than not, the wins that I've had surmount any of the failings that I've had. I don't have every answer, but I'm very specialized in understanding how we think and how what we think translates into the way we act, and how we act in the world translates into our results. And what we're trying to do is translate those results into what benefit our life versus detriment our life. You see, everything you're doing right now is producing some form of a result one way or another. Now, it is true that the meaning you attach to that result is going to determine how you feel, but I want you to have results that you're proud of. I want you to look at your life in 12 months from now and go, you know what? I am so glad I hired a coach. I'm so glad I did the work. I'm so glad I went through the program that Vaughan suggested. I'm so glad that we did the exercises and that, you know, I didn't do everything perfectly and I didn't do it all the time with 100%, but I did it the best I could and now I'm a better version of myself. You know, fundamentally, when people say like, well, what does coaching do for me? I say, well, what do you want? And then people pause. And at this point, it's like, well, I don't know what I want. It's like, well, coaching will help you know what you should want, right? What you want with your life, because that's not an easy answer sometimes. But if you do know what you want, coaching shows you how to get there. Now, beyond that, it also reveals to yourself the person you need to become in order for the things you want to manifest in life. What does this mean? It means that if you want to be a millionaire, it starts now, and then the thinking has to change in the millionaire mindset. If you don't want $1 million, because that's going to cost you time and money, like to make a lot of money is going to take a huge sacrifice on some end in the beginning. You may not want to do that. You may want a lifestyle business where you work 3 hours a day, but you make plenty of money to live the way you want to live. That's possible too. No worries. But you need to become a certain person for that to happen. Like an example is if you're working in an office cubicle 9 to 5 and you're getting paid a $70,000 a year salary, which is not a reward, it's a slavery tool. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to quit that at some point and go do your own thing. You're going to need courage for that, right? Because you're going to have to work on your own now. You are the one that now supplies the money for yourself, not an employer. And so there's a big shift that has to occur. So we have to move away from just these dreams and selling you a dream into real world, tangible, how do I actually do that? And then do it well and successfully. What are the tenements? So you're like sort of free now. So here's what I sum it up as. You need to learn to create you so you can be free. And you have to recreate you on a daily basis to be the person who is capable of living out their potential. And potential is limitless. You have limitless potential. You have a purpose yet to be realized. And you have special skills and something that makes you unique. And now what we need to do is direct that and target it towards something. And on that journey together, companionship will be there, challenges will be there, cheering on will be there, and of course, the wins will be there for you. So this is Vaughan. Check out vaughan.academy. Fill out the free coaching application form. It's a bit in depth, but that's because I need to know, like, one, that you're serious, because My time is scarce. I only work with people who are really wanting to be coached and who are coachable, because not everyone is coachable. And if you don't fill out the form, that's going to tell me you're not coachable. And three, or if I did count three, number two is I want to make sure that it's a right fit for you. And then three, you're going to start to learn a lot. The application form is not like, what do you want the next 12 months? It's like really seriously in depth about all areas of your life. In and of itself, it's coaching. You'll go through this and go, wow, I've never thought of my life like this. Ooh, I'm excited for change. Anyway, listen, 2020 will make it your best year yet. And it will not only be your best year yet, it'll be your best life ever, because you'll understand the tools that you're developing, the skills that you're creating. And so you can apply yourself to any situation 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So this is for your life, and it's the best investment you will ever make. And that investment is within yourself. I want to thank you. Check out the website, Vaughan.academy, and I hope to coach you. I hope to work with you, and I'd love to help you achieve some of the biggest goals and dreams on your heart and realize your purpose. Thank you.